our beautiful White House, going out to talk to some people on the street. Got to tell you guys, I was actually just harassed by this Bleeding Heart liberal who saw the Lindell TV logo as we were getting things fired up here. And she was so triggered, she just had to come over here and give us a piece of her mind, though she refused to be interviewed, which is hilarious. She had so much to say, but wouldn't say it on camera. So she started going off saying how it's so ridiculous that this fascist in the White House is bringing in the National Guard to take care of the crime issue. We don't need that here in DC. We are opposed to that. I just want to feel safe, and the National Guard are making me feel so unsafe. It was hilariously laughable. I wish you guys could have seen it. We were trying to record it, but she didn't want to be recorded. So I kindly asked her if she would be willing to speak on camera to give us an interview. And she said, no, I'm not giving you an interview, but this is ridiculous. And she kept going on and on. And then we were simply getting the camera fired up. And then she accused us of filming her when we actually weren't. And then she told me to take my cross and keep pretending to be a fake Christian. So anyway, these are some of the characters that we have to deal with out on the street. Hopefully there's no more of those types. But we're going to go out and get a feel for what other people have to say. So that was an interesting start to the day. But with that being said, this gentleman right here actually witnessed the interaction. Did you see that crazy lady that came over here and she was upset about Trump cleaning up the crime in DC?
Yeah. This person was really upset, and I really don't understand what she's talking about. I mean, I'm very thankful that there's an increased security presence here in the district.
Yeah.
Like, I feel much safer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't get it.
How could anyone have a problem with President Trump bringing in the military to make it safe? I mean, we're on our 14th day now without a murder, and this crazy delusional liberal has a problem with that? I mean, where's the logic?
It defies logic to me. I really don't know. I really don't understand what these people are thinking.
Yeah, it's insane. So you're a DC resident or a Virginia or where? How do you feel the efforts have gone in your area? Does it feel safer?
Yeah, I live in Northern Virginia, but I'm in the district all the time. I feel so much safer. Like, I'm really thankful for the increased National Guard presence, increased police presence. I think President Trump is doing a tremendous job, fighting crime in the city. I feel much safer. I can go to restaurants, go to events, go to places. I feel so much safer, like walking around. And so, yeah, so the people that I hang out with, that we're all thankful of the action that President Trump and the administration has taken.
It really is amazing to see because, when I first moved here about a year ago, I was shocked. I was expecting to come to DC and having it be somewhat similar to like New York City, where it's a bustling city. People are out and about enjoying the beautiful town. That was not the case. Just a year ago, first of all, there were hardly no people out on the streets because all the government workers were working from home still from the stupid COVID orders that were still in effect like 5 years later. So now everyone has to go back to work. And now that people are actually going back to physically work and they are out in the streets, and President Trump is federalizing DC and making it safe again, businesses are booming. I mean, we're seeing so many people, like record numbers of people here in the city, taking leisurely strolls, just out enjoying this beautiful weather. It's just an amazing, complete 180 from what it was even 6 months ago. So I'm really happy to see it. Now, what do you think about this? President Trump has been very vocal now about expanding these efforts to other liberal cities where they've been run into the ground thanks to their Democrat governors and mayors. But all these Democrat governors and mayors are seriously opposed to this, much like the lady we talked to earlier. What do you think about that? I mean, do you think President Trump can overrule whatever these Democrat governors say and just move in and take care of business?
I support it 100% because these Democrat-run cities, these mayors and these governors, they're not enforcing the law. They're not counting crime accurately. There needs to be a presence, like there needs to be a federal presence in those cities and in those states to really fight crime. And I tell you what, like even my Democrat friends, behind the scenes, privately, they're so thankful for what President Trump is doing. Although, like, they go on X or they go on Instagram and they, like, repeat Democrat talking points and act all woke. In private, it's like 110-degree, like, complete U-turn. 180-degree U-turn.
They're putting on a facade on the internet, but
because they hang with other liberals, and they don't, they're worried about being ostracized, I mean, it's incredible. Like I said, I don't get it. I believe in speaking honestly.
Yeah.
And I think it's wrong, honestly. Like, you're supposed to, because you're putting people at risk when you do that. When you're like, you're putting the guard and the police, because you're vilifying them, right? So it's important to support them publicly.
And it's also, I think there's something to be said for being, the leader in a group, right? If you are bold and fearless and you stand for truth, you can sort of encourage others to then do the same instead of all keeping to yourselves and being deathly afraid to speak the truth in a public setting. Like, we need to encourage others to come forward. And who cares if the Democrats or the liberals don't like you anymore? You don't want them as friends anyway, right?
All it takes is for one person to stand up and say no, and then the rest will follow.
That reminds me of the COVID era.
Yes.
I was the one leading the charge on not wearing masks and not getting the vaccine, and everyone else was too afraid to do it. And they would come to me and be like, "Hey, thanks so much for what you're doing. We just need that one person to come up and say no." And I'm like, "No, we don't just need one person. We need all of you to come join the fight. So don't be afraid. Don't back down, and stand your ground.
Take the lead. Be a leader, because others will follow. Others will be thankful to you for taking the lead, and you will gain followers. You will gain friends. You will you will really transform this country and this world by being a leader and by speaking your mind and
Most
speaking.
importantly, you'll make the Lord proud, because He stands for truth, and we should be leading by example and speaking truth.
It's never wrong to speak the truth.
Amen. Well, thank you so much for your time and your insight and shedding some light on what you've experienced as an actual DC resident. Any last thoughts before we wrap up here?
Just want to thank President Trump again for his bold action, and for Secretary Noem and for Tom Homan for really fighting crime, putting emphasis on public safety, because we can't have a strong economy without public safety, right? That's rule number one.
Yeah.
And so I would say, don't worry about what Democrats are saying, because a lot of them behind the scenes are actually thankful for what you and your administration is. Again, President Trump.
Yes, thank you, President Trump. We all feel much safer now that you have taken over this once crime-ridden city, and now it's a beautiful place to be. I mean, it's such a gorgeous day out. It doesn't get much better than this.
There's a lot of tourists here. Like, I've seen a lot more activity in the district. People are happier. People are going to restaurants, going to clubs, enjoying the sunlight. It's a really a great time to be in DC.
It is a great time, the best time to be in DC. Well, with that, thank you so much. Great to see you, and
Thank you so much.
have a wonderful rest of your day here in this beautiful city.
Thank you so much.
Take care. All right, let's continue moving on. I saw a nice family over here who might want to talk to Lindell TV. Hi. How are you guys? The Netherlands.
Absolutely.
Welcome to DC.
Thank you.
What brings you out to the district?
We're traveling, holidays.
Wow. Okay. And have you been to other places in America yet, or is this your first stop?
No, we landed in New York.
Okay.
And then we went to Boston and White Mountains.
Oh wow.
So we've been traveling with a camper, RV.
Very nice. That's so fun.
It is.
You get to see everything that way.
Absolutely, we're enjoying it. It's great to be here, and great to see the White House.
Yeah,
and the
that's
park.
wonderful. So I'm curious to get your thoughts on this, since you're not from here. But I would say before Trump came into office, just about 6 months ago, the city was not quite as beautiful. There was a lot of crime. It was very dangerous. President Trump has done a lot to clean this up substantially within the last couple of even weeks here. Just 2 weeks ago, he announced he's federalizing DC. So from your experience here in the city, do you think it's safe, clean, beautiful? What do you think about it?
Well, we just arrived. We just parked a couple of blocks back here, but so we've been here now for half an hour or so, and so far so good. It's been great. I have no complaints. I mean, trees look beautiful, sun is shining, so I feel really safe here.
Okay.
I think this is a really cool atmosphere. We were in New York before. That was pretty crowded. It was pretty hectic.
Yeah.
If I compare it to what I see here, it's really quiet.
Wow. So you're saying DC feels safer and more beautiful than New York?
Yeah, if you compare the absolute dead center, to me it does. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love to hear it. I bet President Trump will be very happy to hear that as well.
I'm not here to make political statements.
No. It's okay. We're just getting honest opinions here. So I know you don't want to get too political, but do you have any thoughts on President Trump?
Well, he's the elected leader, so I think that's what we can say about that. And no, I'm not going to say anything more about that. And as long as the majority of the people are behind him, then that's his position.
Very true. Very true. And he did get voted in 3 times, arguably. So he's serving out his second term after winning 3 times. We like to say here at Lindell TV. But with that being said, you guys, thanks so much for talking to us and have a wonderful rest of your vacation. How much longer are you in DC?
A couple of days.
Couple of days.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, enjoy all the beautiful sights. Enjoy this weather. You came at the perfect time. Just about 2 weeks ago, it was like 98 degrees and muggy. So it's beautiful.
We waited for the good weather.
Oh, very, very smart. Yeah.
Okay.
Good call. All right, guys. Well, take care and have a great time. Okay. Take care.
Bye.
All right. Let's continue on here. Very nice family from the Netherlands enjoying the beautiful capital here in Washington, D.C. Let's talk to these young folks. Yes, you. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. What's your name?
Cammy.
Cammy. Are you from D.C.?
No, I just live in Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. So you're close by.
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you here at the White House today?
I'm just walking around with my friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just walking around.
Well, it is a beautiful place to walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you feel safe here? I mean, there's been a lot of crime in D.C. for a long time, but it seems like it's being cleaned up. Would you agree?
I feel like there wasn't that. I feel like the crime has decreased, though, in my opinion.
Really?
I think so, but honestly, I don't always go around. I don't go everywhere in DC, to be honest. So
Why do you say it's increased from your
No,
experience?
decrease.
Oh, decrease.
Yeah, sorry, I meant decrease.
Okay. So you think it's gotten better? You feel safer, not as much crime now?
Yes, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. Did you know President Trump put out an order to federalize DC so that the military's here, there's extra police presence so that
Yeah.
everyone's safer?
Yeah, I've seen like an increase in the National Guard. I was just here last week, and it was like a ton of National Guard like walking around the Washington Monument around here too. So
Yeah,
even the metro.
Yeah, they're walking around everywhere, which I think is definitely helping keep the crime down. I mean, there hasn't been a murder in DC in 14 days now. That's a first.
I didn't know that. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems like they're doing a good job. Do you feel threatened in any way by the National Guard being here, or do you like it?
I wouldn't feel threatened, but it does feel weird because
Okay.
like I'm not like used to seeing a National Guard, but I don't feel threatened though.
Yeah. So I talked to a lady a little bit before you, and she said that it was so horrible that they were walking around keeping the city safe, and I just couldn't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I would. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, what?
No. No, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say I feel threatened by National Guard. I would just say it's weird, but it's not like.
It's like you're not used to seeing them,
Yeah, I don't
but it's
think-
not a bad thing.
No, I wouldn't say the bad thing.
If it keeps the crime down and the murders away, then it's a good thing. Do you agree on that?
Yes, I just don't think like it should be around for like a super long period of time.
Well, it's only for 30 days right now, so.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
We're here to learn today.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you agree with President Trump sending the National Guard to other cities that really have a high crime rate?
I don't think. I don't know. I feel like. I don't know. I don't think it's 100% necessary in my opinion because I feel like there's also like police. I don't know exactly what the National Guard does, but I know it doesn't have the same power as the police. But I don't think if it's not necessary, I don't think it should. In my
It
opinion.
stops murders, should it? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
All right. I think we agree.
Yeah.
It's okay. They're doing good work. Just now you can rest at night knowing that you're safe here.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you for your time,
Yeah, thank
Cammie.
you.
Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this beautiful city and this amazing weather. Isn't it so nice?
It's nice today.
It is not normally like this, is it?
Yes.
It's
No.
normally like hot and muggy.
Yeah. Like today's a really nice day.
Yeah, it's beautiful. All right. Well, get back out there and enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. Santa Claus. Oh my gosh, Santa Claus is here. Santa Claus is taking off his belt. What is going on over here? We got to talk to Santa. All right, Santa Claus is over here. I guess he's visiting DC before the busy holiday season ramps up. He wanted to come visit the nation's capital before he has to get to work for Christmas. Hi, Santa. Santa Claus. I never thought I'd see you here at the White House in what month are we in? August? Are you just having a nice little break before the Christmas season ramps up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
No, came to take my Christmas card photo.
Oh, you're here to take your Christmas card photo.
Yeah, every year, me and my wife, we go to different locations and We get photos at. We've done the Eiffel Tower. We've done Fenway Park in Boston.
Wow.
We've done the Space Needle in Seattle.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, the Christmas time I'm busy,
Yeah.
so I have to do it this time of year.
Done earlier in the year.
That's right. So when I send my Christmas cards out, when I work.
Of course, Santa, we know this. December is your busy time. So, how did you choose the White House of all locations for this year's Christmas card?
Uh, Actually, we did one at the Capitol and we've done one at the White House. So
Okay.
I haven't made a decision yet. So it's we'll see which one we pick, but
Okay.
it depends on which one I like the most.
Well, of course, that's an important factor. I would like to ask, what do you think about President Trump? Has he been a good boy, or is he getting coal for Christmas this year?
Yeah, I'm afraid he's with the coal industry.
Well, he is all about fossil fuels, right?
That's right, and destroying the environment. So yeah, we're going to give him coal.
Santa, I'm a little upset. I did not know that Santa Claus was liberal.
Wait a minute. What do you? Jesus is liberal. What do you think? What do you think Santa Claus would be?
I thought Santa Claus might lean more to the right.
Why is that? He gives things. He doesn't take from the poor. He gives. Therefore, Santa would be liberal. Just
Interesting.
yeah,
Theory there.
yeah.
Okay.
No, Santa loves it. Santa's not about division.
Okay.
This guy's all about division. If he can keep us all fighting against each other, that's where his power lies.
Okay.
And yes, that's what he's about, and we're suffering for it.
How are we suffering, would you say?
Well, I was in the military and I've traveled around a lot, and the only places where you have troops on the street are third world countries.
Okay. So
And
you
he was-
disagree with having the National Guard here to make the city safe again?
I've been to this city probably 6, 7 times now. I've never had a problem in this city. I mean, from the 90s to now, I've been here several times. I've never had a problem in this city. I don't understand it. And why are the National Guard not in the hardcore criminal parts of the town? They're where they can be seen. And it's just a matter of getting things better. It's as the crime rate has been dropping in this town, you would figure that this town would be left alone. And if you take a look at where he's sending the troops, L.A., Democratic black mayor, D.C., Democratic black mayor. He's talking about Chicago, Democratic black mayor. Every city he's talking about, it's not only political, it's racial.
Okay. So, with that being said, what about the fact that the crime has actually gone down since the National Guard was deployed here in DC? There has not been a murder in 14 days, which has not happened in decades.
Okay, that's great. Don't get me wrong. If things get better, that's good. I'm all for things getting better, but the crime rate in this town has gone down through the last few years.
We're actually finding that some of those numbers might have been fudged, so perhaps not.
I'm not the guy who gets the numbers.
Okay, that's okay.
I don't put together the numbers. All I know is the numbers that I receive.
Can I ask where you received the numbers from?
Where I receive the numbers from.
Where do you hear that the crime statistics are going down?
From the internet, news media.
Like CNN and MSNBC?
I wouldn't have a problem with either of those.
Okay. But can we agree that it's a good thing that he's found a way to manage the crime and it's actually getting better now, actually, like the
Getting
real
better
numbers?
before the National Guard ever showed up.
I don't think so. It was really out of control.
Actually, no, if you look at the statistics, it's been dropping over the years.
Okay. But what about I've talked to a number of people that actually do live here, and even black people are saying that they have been scared many times in their life living here and that something had to be done. It was so out of control. People getting shot every day, robberies, carjackings, everything on the daily. And they're actually saying they're really grateful. They don't agree with President Trump on a lot of his policies, but they are very grateful for what he's doing to control the crime and that it has gotten better since he implemented this.
You know, it's kind of amazing. It may be good now, but the whole idea is, look at the problem with what's happening is it's his policies are basically Robin Hood in reverse: steal from the poor so the rich can have more. And the idea that you're going to continue tax cuts for the corporations and the very wealthy, while you're going to basically destroy the ACA and take away health care from millions of people, to me, is just appalling.
Did he take away health care, though? Because the big, beautiful bill.
Hold on. What's going to happen is that the rates are going to go up for on the ACA because they're not going to get the funding. Then what you're going to have is young people who are healthy, who are on the ACA, that when their rates go up, they're going to say, wait a minute, I'm going to pay this much for health care, twice what I paid before? Well, they're going to say, well, I'm healthy. I'm going to risk it. I'm not. And then when you have those people out of the pool, suddenly you don't have that money coming in.
Okay, but
so it's not
hypotheticals. They haven't officially happened yet. And President Trump, I would argue, is actually helping to make medical care more widely available to those in need. He's making the cost of drugs so much less expensive now. And he's actually putting more money back into the American taxpayer's pocket with the big, beautiful bill. We're getting now tons of money back. And the tariffs are bringing money in as well.
Actually, the tax cuts for working people, the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, they sunset.
They what?
They sunset. They end in 2 years. They're gone. Where all the other tax cuts, they don't end. The ones for the working people, he saw there was going to be an end to them. The ones for his friends and the wealthy corporations and his buddies, they don't end.
Well, you know, I hear a lot of what you're saying, but I actually think President Trump is working hard on behalf of the American people, and I think he does actually care about our well-being and is trying to put money back in our pockets. Thanks to the big, beautiful bill, the average tax-paying American citizen is going to receive $10,000 back at the end of the year just because of the one big, beautiful bill. I mean, that's much more than Joe Biden did for us, isn't it?
No.
What did Joe Biden do that was so great for America?
Well, first of all, insulin was capped. That was the first thing that, look at. I can sit here and argue with you all day long.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to understand your.
I'm an old man, and I'm wearing this costume, and it's hot out here. But you know what? You're very.
What's that?
You're very.
Biden is a better man.
Biden is a better man.
You're very. You know what? You do a very good job at what you do.
Thank you.
But you're not going to sell me.
I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just trying to hear what Santa Claus has to say about President Trump. That's all. But thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. That actually means so much to me. So I'm really grateful for that, Santa. And I wish you all the best. Truly.
Me too. I wish you the best.
Thank you very much, Santa Claus. And have a Merry Christmas. And
no, it's
am I on the naughty list?
It's the only day I work. Let me tell you this story. I used to work. I was Santa at a mall at UTC, which is University Town Center in San Diego.
I'm from San Diego. I know exactly where UTC is.
Okay, I was Santa at the mall there.
Okay.
And Duncan Hunter came in with his family to take a picture with Santa.
Okay.
And so I take a picture. Well, he wasn't in the picture. His two kids were in the picture with me.
Okay.
And then Duncan Hunter says to his two kids, he says, hey, why don't you guys ask Santa what he wants for Christmas?
Okay.
And they asked me, and I said, I want Christmas Eve off. Because if I had Christmas Eve off, that's the only day I work. I wouldn't work at all, just like Congress.
That's a good one. I'm going to give you a high five on that because I agree. They need to get back to work. It's ridiculous. They get a month off.
He got very angry with Santa, and then he was later ousted.
Okay. Well, you know, these congressmen, they love their vacations, don't they? It's ridiculous.
They sure do.
Well, Santa Claus, again, thank you. I think you're the best Santa Claus I've ever seen, and I mean that truly. you know, I will.
Hard work.
It is hard work.
It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard work.
It's hot out here, so
Try sitting 1,000 kids on your lap on a daily basis.
I can't imagine. I don't know how you do it, but God bless you, Santa Claus. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas in August.
Yes.
All right. Well, it looks like that about does it here for this half hour of DC Live. I just want to remind the viewers that, as wonderful as Christmas is, and as fun of a tradition Santa Claus is, the real meaning of Christmas is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I don't know if he would agree with me on that because, he's a Santa Claus for a living, but he's a nice enough guy. He's just unfortunately a liberal. I wasn't going to win him over on my thoughts and opinions. I just thought it was interesting to see what Santa Claus had to say. So with that being said, I hope that wasn't a damper on anyone's day. Hopefully your kids were watching to find out that Santa Claus is a liberal, but it's okay, guys. That's what we do here at Lindell TV. We get you the real news from the real people, and we are out here in front of the White House. My name is Allison Steinberg. Thank you so much for tuning into Lindell TV. Please be sure to check out our social media page, Vocal. You can see that at VOCL. It's a true free speech platform, and we are all on there, so follow us at vocal.com. Also, check out mypillow.com, of course, for the best sleep of your life. Use promo code DC, and trust me, you guys won't regret it. You're going to want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Following your state's Claus of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
To celebrate our newest launch, Rev 7, I'm bringing you an amazing introductory offer, plus an exclusive overstock sale that you're not going to want to miss. Rev 7 is our premium energy drink that tastes great and gives you energy all day with no jitters and no crashes. That's because there's no sugar and no caffeine. I'm so sure you're going to love Rev 7 that for a limited time you can try our 3-pack absolutely free. Or check out our Percale bed sheets. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. Every color, every style, every size, only $29.88. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save 20% on our Rev 7 12-packs or try our introductory 3-pack absolutely free. And our Percale bed sheets, all sizes, only $29.88, even the queens and kings. Inventory is extremely limited, so order now. Have you ever wondered what happened to the legendary Chuck Norris? Well, I recently saw a video he made and I was shocked. That guy's amazing and he's staying active well into his 80s. What's even more shocking is he's stronger, can work out longer, and even has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. He did this by just making one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing this one thing too, and she's never felt better. She says she feels 10 years younger, her body looks leaner, and she has energy all day. Chuck made a very special video that explains everything. Make sure you watch it by going to chuckdefense.com/Lindell. It will change the way you think about your health. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/Lindell. You won't believe how simple it is. With everybody talking about making America healthy again, I thought today'd be a great day to talk to all my fellow patriots about the importance of making your homes healthy again. Well, we have proudly partnered with airwaterhealing.com and their revolutionary whole home air purification system. The V3 from Air Water Healing does 3,000 square feet of purification. It eliminates dust, mold, viruses, and odors. But here's the part I love. They require no filters to ever be changed and virtually no maintenance. Whether you suffer from asthma, allergies, seasonal bronchitis, or just want to protect your family from the flu or even greater threats, don't wait to get your V3 from airwaterhealing.com today. Use code Lindell for 20% off in savings and free shipping. That's promo code Lindell at airwaterhealing.com. The last time President Trump was in office, gold soared 50% and silver went up a huge 53%. Americans who invested in silver and gold during Donald Trump's first presidency are very happy that they did it. And right now, gold continues to soar to the highest numbers in history. These gains are just an appetizer for what's to come. Some market analysis are saying that gold is predicted to rise another 30% in the next year alone. So now's the time to invest in gold and silver, and that's why I partnered with Fisher Liberty Gold. Fisher Liberty Gold is a conservative-owned and operated precious metals investment company. They even helped my good friend President Trump get elected through their contributions to Turning Point USA and other conservative groups. I have dedicated my life to ensuring that people get the best sleep ever. And in addition to owning a MyPillow, I can now sleep well at night knowing that you can all protect your savings with precious metals with Fisher Liberty Gold. With Fisher Liberty Gold, you can sleep well knowing that your retirement is secure. And if you call now, you're going to receive your very own presidential gold guide and qualify for up to $20,000 in free silver. But wait, there's more. Call now or text metals to 26786 to receive your presidential gold guide from Fisher Liberty. And for a limited time, I will send you a free MyPillow for qualified accounts. This presidential gold guide from Fisher Liberty will tell you exactly why you need to own gold even while Donald Trump is president. And just by calling in, you get a free MyPillow for a limited time for qualified accounts and up to $20,000 in free silver. So don't wait. Call 1-888-4GOLD-19 or text metals to 26786 today. That's 1-888-4GOLD-19 or text metals to 26786 today to receive your free MyPillow and up to $20,000 in free silver.
Hey everybody, Kara Castronova here in front of the White House. We are in Lafayette Park, where a lot of people hang out, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day. Allison had just done some interesting interviews outside that way. Today, this area is closed. The vice president is here having lunch with President Trump today. So there's always heightened security, obviously, when the vice president is here, when the cabinet is here, when world leaders are here. So we're going to take a walk around the park, I think, and talk to people about their opinions. There's two people sitting here on a blanket. I don't think I'm going to talk to them about different things going on in Washington, D.C. that affects people here in Washington, D.C., like crime. President Trump is saying that he wants the death penalty for people who commit murder that live in Washington, D.C. And I don't know how I feel about that, because I am Catholic, by the way. And someone just texted my phone that there were some hate crimes, a shooting that was motivated against Catholics. I have to look more into that. But, you know, Catholics don't really believe in the death penalty. So I can't say that I necessarily believe in the death penalty, but I'm speaking, obviously purely on a religious grounds. Obviously, the death penalty would discourage murder. And I think that a lot of people that are victims of crime or that have family members that were murdered would probably feel differently, including myself. I don't know. But that is a question we could talk to people about. Do you think that there should be death penalty here in Washington, D.C.? If somebody murders somebody in cold blood, I don't know. We'll see what people think. And also regarding the burning of the American flag, somebody actually in this park burned an American flag, was arrested recently. He said he was a veteran. He was a self-described veteran. And he said that he was burning the American flag, obviously in protest of President Trump signing that executive order, making it criminal, you could say, to burn the American flag, or where there will be more criminal repercussions. Let's walk this way in the nice shade. And there's we'll go over here. We'll go over here. There are people that are taking pictures in front of the White House. Oh, there's a lot of people over here. It's the usual crowd out today. I heard that Santa was out. These people are tourists. They're not going to have an opinion, I think. Maybe they have an opinion on the death penalty in the country that they're from. I'm wondering where they're from. Hi, how are you? Where are you guys from? Okay, let's talk to these tourists over here. When they're done taking pictures, it seems like, hi, where are you from? From China? Oh, take your picture, and then we want to ask you a question. Okay. So we have always in front of the White House many tourists from around the world. Today, there's some Chinese tourists from China. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with the administration. I know that there's a lot of controversy over President Trump saying, I don't know if it was 60 or 600,000 Chinese students that they want to take into this country. I don't know. I'm Chinese. I'm half Chinese. Chinese people, in my opinion, I don't want to get into it, but are some of the smartest people, I can say. But I know that there's a lot of distrust when it comes to letting people come into this country from China, especially when it comes to purchasing farmland and all of those things. So I have mixed feelings on that. I have had many Chinese students at my house. I used to host Chinese students, and I got to say, the majority of Chinese students that come to this country despise the CCP. They hate China. They never want to go back. They're ideal American citizens, in my opinion. What part of China are you from?
South China.
South China, like where? Fujian province?
Uh, I'm from Jiangxi province. My wife from Hubei province.
Okay. How long are you here?
3 years.
3 years? Okay. So you're visiting Washington, D.C.?
Oh, this is the first time. Yeah,
New York?
yeah, for New York.
Oh, I'm from New York. Where? Flushing?
Manhattan.
Manhattan. Oh, lucky, nice Manhattan. Are you a fan of President Trump?
Uh, because not actually, but like I watch a lot of video of him.
A
Yeah,
lot of video.
yeah.
What is the Chinese government? Do they like President Trump or no?
I guess it's I actually don't know because like we want to be friends.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you want to stay here in the United States, not go back to China?
No, we want to go back to China.
Oh, really? Why? Tell me.
Because our family, our friends that are living in China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So are you here working?
Yes,
Yeah, we
working.
work at postdoc.
Postdoc.
Where?
We work at postdoc at NYU.
Oh, at NYU. Okay. What are your thoughts? Is there death penalty in China? Because President Trump wants to do the death penalty in Washington, D.C. if someone commits murder. In China, do they have death penalty? If someone murders, they get
I actually don't know exactly the policy because I don't think we have that
Do you
policy.
think if someone murders somebody in Washington, D.C., they should get the death penalty?
I don't know.
We actually have no idea.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a hard question. How about this? The last question. In the United States, President Trump just made an executive order or a law. If somebody burns an American flag, they could go to jail. Is that good or bad?
They should go to jail if
They
like,
should go to.
yeah,
If somebody burns a Chinese flag, do they go to jail in China?
I guess so. Yeah, it depends on like what's the influence of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you speak Cantonese or Mandarin or
Just
Fujian?
Mandarin. Yeah, Mandarin.
My mom is from Fujian province.
Oh.
I don't speak it. I'm very American and half Italian too. But it was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you too.
Have a trip, wonderful trip.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're really nice, and that was unusual. There was a little bit of a language barrier. Maybe I was wrong, but but the truth of the matter is, Chinese students don't want to go back to China. Maybe I think that the situation is changing a lot in China. It's not as horrific as it once was. Maybe I don't know. I don't really know because it's so hard to get real information out of China. I had an actual roommate that was from China, and she literally did not want to go back, didn't care if she ever saw her parents again. She said, communist China is so horrible. The freedom of speech is terrible. They have no constitutional rights because it is communist, that she literally opted to not see her parents for 10 years and to stay here in the United States. So I have met people like that. Let's see who else we could talk to today. Hey, how are you? Where are you from?
Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York. Oh, wow. I'm from New York, but not Buffalo. What do you think of DC?
It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be because there was a lot of talk about it being, kind of dangerous and all that. We were concerned about it, but we're on a little bit of a vacation. But I got to tell you, I'm really impressed so far. Well, at least with the downtown area where the White House is and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain areas I think that are more safe than others, just like in New York City. I don't know if you've been to certain areas. Yeah. So how about you? Do you know you don't want to talk? Okay. What are you a fan of the federalization, I guess, attempts more police here in DC, or do you think if that's not a good idea?
Well, I will say this: if it eliminates murders, I wouldn't want my child being murdered. I don't know if you'd have any children. Would you want your child being murdered?
Of course not.
Absolutely. So if it helps, and I understand the last 12 days there has not been any murders, I'm all in.
Okay, great. And what about President Trump now saying that death penalty may be here in D.C. for people that commit murder? Speaking of murder.
There is no accountability with a lot of people today. You can do a lot of different things bad, and there's no accountability, and it's just not the right thing to do. Death penalty, I'm on the fence with it. If it's a real heinous crime, yeah, I'd go with it.
Yeah,
It's
if
got
it's
to be
real.
very heinous.
Right.
Otherwise, life in prison.
What about burning the flag? Somebody burned the flag here in Lafayette Park. Do you think they should go to jail or not?
It should be a pretty big fine with it, I think. I mean, what we've created here in this country is incredible. Everyone in the world wants to come here, and you want to burn the flag? You got to be kidding me. I'm a Polish immigrant. My wife is from Italy. We love it here. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. I don't agree with burning the flag, and there should be some harsher penalties. Yes, definitely.
It's everybody's talking about that. My family's from Southern Italy. I don't know if you're from the north or the south, but
Sicily.
Sicily, really? Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm from Castronova, which is my last name, which is near Sicily, but not in Sicily. But have a great trip. And thank you for sharing your opinion. Thank you. So go on lindelltv.com right now. Just go on the web, Lindell TV, and you'll see this interview live. It was live. So you could. My pillows, in fact. My pillow, buy my pillows. Use the promo code DC for a discount. We're owned by Mike Lindell, the guy who fought for election integrity for a very long time. Yeah.
Log into our website. You will get heavy discount codes. Yes.
Thank you, thank you. And for all of you who are watching right now, make sure that you obviously go on the My Pillow website and use DC. That's a promo code that here in Washington D.C. Allison and I use, and you will get a discount on my pillows. I have been sleeping on a My Pillow. I love it. I have a pillow that's flatter. I ordered the one that's more flat because of my bad neck, but you could order pillows that are fluffier if you so desire that. And I really love it. I'm not joking when I say I'm very picky when it comes to pillows because I have a bad neck. And obviously having dreams are important to me. I like to escape into dreams. And I really feel like when I sleep on my pillow, I have better dreams. I did have dreams last night. I should have wrote them down, but I didn't because I was in a hurry to get up. Let's talk to this guy right here. Hi, how are you? What's going on? Where are you from?
No, I'm sorry.
No, okay. He doesn't want to talk. You're together, I think. Um, Hi, sir. How are you today?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Good. Are you working on a new poster? Doge was supposed.
Going over one that I already had.
I know you have. He's saying release the Epstein files. A lot of people agree.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides, right? I see a lot of people on the red and a lot of people on the blue. Both.
People want to know.
Yeah, of course.
So we could at least agree on the Epstein files. I think like 85% of the population said that we all want the Epstein files released.
See the RFK and the JFK files out too. I mean,
So do I.
yeah, I mean, I want everything out on the real killing of Malcolm X.
The CIA, I think.
Yeah. Well, J. Edgar Hoover was an enemy of the state while he was getting the most money out of the state. And he was an enemy of we the people. He's the one that had George Herbert Walker Bush bring in the cheap heroin through his contacts while we were in Vietnam and inundate all the cities that had a headquarters for the Black Panther Party for self-defense. And we knew how cheap this was because it was heroin that would have been stepped on like 8 times more than any person that's an addict would have bought on the streets.
So I ask you your age, but were you around when Malcolm X was?
Of course.
How old are you?
Hey.
Well, what era did you grow up in?
How old are you?
Hey, I can't say that. I'm older than I look. But were you obviously like what? When were you in your formative teenage years? What era? 60s, 70s, 80s?
By before we got to the mid 70s, I was there before we got there.
Did you read the Malcolm X book? I read it. It was great. The one that he wrote.
Autobiography.
His autobiography, and it was like he died before it was completed.
Right.
But his death was pretty horrible, and I do believe.
And he did come back from Mecca and said that what was being taught by Elijah Muhammad was not correct. While Elijah Muhammad was trying to make the people in the United States of America that followed the Nation of Islam believe that Islam is an African religion, when obviously Saudi Arabia, just a little bit, right over the Red Sea from, but not quite Africa. And that when he went there, he saw Asian, white, he saw Latino, black, he saw the color that you see, the spectrum of anybody on earth. The flesh color of anybody on earth was in Mecca, Medina, because it's a faith.
I feel like that's why they killed him, to be honest, but I don't know. That's my theory. I know you have an opinion on the death penalty. Do you believe President Trump is saying that the death penalty for anybody who commits murder in DC? What are your thoughts?
Then three of the people that went into the Capitol on January 6th should.
No, we can't. No. I have to educate you.
Well, no.
Did you know? I know that you believe that police officers should be held accountable.
Police officers as well.
Right. So a police officer in cold blood shot Ashley Babbitt, and I'm gonna show you.
I'm not saying that shouldn't be too.
But who else do you think was killed on January 6th?
Who else died from their injuries from January 6th?
Yeah.
There was 3 officers.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come. Okay, how about this?
Yes, sir.
Can I come when I come back and see you again? Will you bring me the information on that? I'm gonna bring you information too, because I really like you, and I think that
I like you too. We have political differences, but we always talk.
But I promise, I looked at. So there was a woman named Roseanne Boyland. Did you ever hear her? They said she died of a drug overdose.
You move this while the pain isn't dried. Sorry about it.
There was a woman named Roseanne Boylan who was beaten to death by a police officer, and I'm going to show you the footage. And she was never held accountable. This police woman who beat this woman to death, and they released the information. The government said she died of a drug overdose, and the autopsy report showed that she didn't. So there's so many lies that were told.
Well, how about all the officers that have killed somebody before they ever got to trial, and that they have been also. They never stood trial, and they should actually have the death penalty against.
I do believe if a cop kills someone wrongfully, they should.
No, because what? Because you're a reasonable thinking person. If you weren't a reasonable thinking person, you probably would never ever stop and talk to me, or you would have stopped to talk to me once, and from then on, you would have walked by.
I could tell you have a good heart.
That guy's a mess. Instead, I don't think you're a mess. You don't think I'm a mess. We're okay with each other. We just have political.
Well, we probably also
percent differences, because there's 30% of what we speak a lot of time is in line with each other.
I'm anti-war. I know you are too.
Yeah.
But I will bring you that information. And no cops died on January 6th. What happened was.
No, but the ramifications of their death happened due to injuries.
But that's not like a brutal. You can make that argument. That's false. But I'm just saying. But. I promise you it is. There was an officer that committed suicide, and the reason a lot of people believe that his wife said it was because January 6th is if you commit suicide, you don't get the benefits of being a police officer, his wife, his family, whatnot. But if it was in the line of duty, quote unquote, then you can get those benefits. But if you just kill yourself, you can't. So there's a lot more to that story.
Suicide and dying absolutely from the ramifications of it. He might have thought, oh, I'm in so much pain, I'm going to commit suicide, but that would be him making a choice. Right. And that's and that I agree with that. Yeah, if somebody makes a choice of suicide.
I know what your answer is going to be. What are your thoughts on President?
Okay.
What is about burning the American flag? Should that be a crime? Yes or no?
It is protected by the Constitution of the United States of America by a 5-4 vote in the Supreme Court, and it's not something that can be revoked by a presidential signing. But if it was taken back to the Supreme Court and it was changed, yeah, I mean, I'm okay if it's a Supreme Court decision. Right now, the Supreme Court, it's not close to even between the left and the right wing thinking people on the Supreme Court. Again, even with that being so, if the Supreme Court changed it to it being illegal, okay, but the veteran that did it 2 days ago, yeah, it was right up here. You see where the pedestal is? It was about 5 feet away from 5 feet away from where the bricks nearest the pedestal start. It was right there.
So yeah, I could say that I agree that I think it's protected speech.
Yeah, it's protected speech.
Because the precedent it sets is like, what next if you burn? I don't know, whatever. They could put you in jail. I mean, so it's a slippery slope.
It still irks me when it's done not here. If I see that it's done in the streets, not in wartime, not in wartime. If it's wartime and our bombs are taking out civilian population, then I would understand. But I mean, we see that there'll be protests, and it will be the U.S. flag will be burnt in countries where there is no conflict, a war conflict, during a time that we're not having anything to do with a war in name the country, and then it's getting burnt. And I think that's frivolous burning of the U.S. flag. If somebody is here and they've had a human rights violation done against them, and they're taking it out and burning it, like these veterans, I believe that it's a human rights violation that's being done here in the States. So I mean, and always with our veterans, especially our veterans, our VA is only 150 yards away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there one day and talk to people. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today, and God bless you. And keep fighting to get the Epstein files out. That's something that we all agree on in the whole country, in the whole world, really. So thank you for that.
Yeah, because Prince Andrew's in them.
Yeah, Prince Andrew. Yeah.
Saudi prince, he's in there.
Who's in the Saudi prince and Prince Andrew?
Oh, I know. Wait, and not only a Saudi prince and Prince Andrew. If you take political leaders and families of and the close cronies of these political leaders and the ones that pay off the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate set, and also the ones that I 100% believe that that Bill Clinton is definitely in it.
Yeah.
And I say all that are in it need to be in jail for the rest of their life, because any sex trafficked youth can never return to be a non-sex trafficked youth. That is a life sentence, and they should all have a life sentence as well.
We agree on a lot of things. Thank you, sir.
I know.
Thank you.
If I was a hater of you, I'd be telling you.
I know you would, but I thank you for talking to me, and I'll be back soon with that information for you. Those.
How about that information? How about with that pillow?
I know. I have it in a bag for you. I do. I'm going to bring it. Thanks. What are your thoughts on burning the flag? Is it a constitutional right?
Not really. It is what it is. Because a lot of people out here losing houses now in D.C.
But do you think someone should go to jail for burning the flag?
No.
No.
And that's discrimination for black folks.
For burning the flag?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how come.
Because I was born in D.C. Because a lot of people don't like certain people disrespecting them, and, it is what it is.
You have nice eyes.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for sharing your opinion. God bless you. He has nice blue eyes. Oh, here's the president. And then we'll talk to the truth conductor for some words of wisdom. We'll wait for him. He's taking pictures. President Trump has made an appearance outside the White House. He is taking photos. He has hair clips in his hair. Great hair. I think President Trump. Oh no, he's taking off the.
Okay, it's fine.
I feel like I know that guy. Wow, how do I know him? Hi, truth conductor. What's your thoughts on the death penalty? Yes or no for murderers in D.C.? I know what you're gonna say.
It's actually long overdue.
Oh, so you do believe in it?
I do.
Yeah. So especially heinous murder.
Yeah. Well, we've been in some cases, because DC is only a territory. We've gotten special privileges that most people don't. And I'm not opposed to, if you take a life, you should give your life.
Right. And what about were you here? And that's a good, interesting viewpoint. Were you here when the veteran, I think he was a veteran, burned the flag?
I had just left.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, that's protected under the First Amendment.
Right. That's what your friend over there
Yeah, that's protected under the First Amendment. So there's some things that, yes, are good ideas, and then there are others that, come on, man.
Right. Well, yeah, it's nuanced. All of these things. We could go. I sort of agree. with you on a lot of things. Like, I do believe it is protected by the First Amendment. I think that the way that they're trying to write this executive order could say that if you hurt someone and there's a fire, or if it's disorderly, then they could get you for these petty crimes, is the way I'm reading it. But, it is alarming a lot of people, I guess, that are free speech absolutists.
But see, but you got to realize though, what Trump is doing is setting the precedence for the people that are coming behind him. That's all he's doing is setting a precedence for the people to follow him. They're gonna have the same privileges and rights that he's doing, and they're not gonna be in power forever.
Right, the pendulum swings, the power pendulum.
Some of the stuff that you putting in place, be ready to have to deal with it yourself. Right now, other people have to deal with it, but it's gonna come back. The chickens always come home to roost.
That's exactly the way I feel. Yeah, we're on the same page. That was the smartest thing I've heard all day. Thank you so much. Truth Conductor. Truth Conductor, stop hating each other because you disagree. The Truth Conductor. And let's show his Venmo. The Venmo for the Truth Conductor, at Truth Conductor on PayPal and on Venmo. And he's a nice guy. He sits out here and he preaches peace. He's reasonable in many ways. And he's married to a beautiful Filipino.
That's right.
Yes, my mom's from the Philippines. Thank you, Truth Conductor.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon. All right, so we're going to take a walk back and wrap up here. How many more minutes do we have? We only have about a minute. So we're going to head back into the White House, and I will be seeing you again at 3 o'clock on Christie's show, and then along with Vanessa talking about so many important things that are happening in Washington, D.C. right now, like what's going on with the executive order banning election machines and mail-in ballots. I will see you personally at 3 o'clock on Christy Lee. Thank you for tuning in to DC Live, and stay tuned for more after this commercial break.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice. Speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including Lindell TV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. Explore the featured page for quick access to Lindell TV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
To celebrate our newest launch, Rev 7, I'm bringing you an amazing introductory offer, plus an exclusive overstock sale that you're not going to want to miss. Rev 7 is our premium energy drink that tastes great and gives you energy all day with no jitters and no crashes.